Good morning. Welcome to the weekend forecast discussion for September 23rd, 2011. It's Friday and it's the first day of fall, and it looks like the summer has ended the same way as the fall has began. What I basically mean is that more rain, a lot more rain. As you can see, moderate to heavy rain is developing throughout much of central and southern New Jersey, starting to push into eastern Long Island and also southeastern Pennsylvania, and there is a lot more on the way. All of this rain is going to move towards the northern mid-Atlantic, and for right now, a lot of the models are suggesting the heaviest rain will be over Connecticut, the New York City metropolitan area, including Long Island, northeastern New Jersey, central and southern New Jersey, and southeastern Pennsylvania. Those of you in northeastern Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, and the Hudson River Valley, you'll get plenty of rain too, at least a half an inch to possibly 2 inches of rain by the time we get to Sunday night. But really, with all the rain that has fallen, even a half an inch of rain is going to create some problems for many locations. And the rain forecast I've had in place for basically from yesterday on through Monday is so far panning out rather well, and we are on pace for many locations to at least get 2 inches over this 5-day period, and some locations over 4 inches of rain. So clearly we're dealing with a very wet pattern. Let's take a look at the latest water vapor satellite loop, and you can see we have one very strong and dynamic upper level disturbance moving through the southeast and moving towards the northern mid-Atlantic. This upper level disturbance will produce very heavy rainfall starting now, which is about 9:48 a.m. on through this evening for Friday. So unfortunately, if you're going to a baseball game for the Mets, which I'd say why, or the Yankees to see the Yankees knock Boston out of the playoffs, well, you're going to have to deal with quite a bit of rainfall and probably some lengthy delays. I would not be surprised if they tried to postpone the game and do some double headers, maybe either tomorrow or on Sunday. Clearly not the best weather conditions to play baseball. So this is one disturbance. Here's the next disturbance for Saturday evening, and here we have our third disturbance for Sunday. So you can see our upper level low developing, it's intensifying, drawing all this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and the tropical Atlantic on north. Talking about the tropical Atlantic, I just want to pan down here for a minute. You see this disturbance right here? I'm keeping an eye on this disturbance. Now, I don't think it's going to develop into anything like a tropical storm or anything of that nature, but it could develop into a weak tropical low. And that weak tropical low, well, let's take a look at the upper level winds, would likely get drawn right up the east coast. So as you can see, this disturbance is going to have to be watched very carefully over the next 24 hours to see how it interacts with this trough, perhaps enhancing the rainfall on Saturday evening more so than what we have currently forecasted. So it's something to just keep an eye on. It's a little bit of a wild card that we're going to have to watch out for as we move on through the weekend. So let's take a look at the rainfall totals from basically the rainfall forecast, should I say, from this morning at 8 a.m. on through Sunday night, basically Monday morning right around 3 a.m. So basically the HPC has 1 to 3 inches for the Philadelphia metropolitan area, the New York City metropolitan area. The only locations that really misses out on the heaviest rainfall again is northeastern Pennsylvania and extreme northwestern New Jersey and the Hudson River Valley. Now, a lot of this will have to depend on where the rainfall trains or constantly moves over and the development of any embedded thunderstorms. I still think a location, an isolated location, could push over 4 inches of rain. As you know, earlier on in the week, there were a lot of forecasts with 7+ inches of rain, and I didn't like the idea of this being widespread, but I did think there was an isolated chance if you get a tropical thunderstorm to sit right over your location for a few hours, which is highly possible, that could lead to significant rainfall that would definitely push over 4 inches. So it's something to keep an eye on, something to be aware of as you're heading out this weekend, a very wet weekend. But for the most part, I think our heaviest rainfall and most widespread rainfall is happening today. And then thereafter, it becomes a little bit weaker because each disturbance behind this initial one is a little bit weaker. Still, though, like I said, that wild card is going to be something to watch over the Bahamas. Looking at the forecast, again, our heaviest rainfall is this afternoon and evening. If you're going to the baseball games, bring an umbrella and a lot of patience, and probably a lot of money for all the food and drinks you'll have to get while waiting for the game to start. As we head on through this weekend, again, notice the scattered nature of the showers on Saturday morning. Then Saturday evening, more rainfall returns with another disturbance that moves through. Again, we got to keep an eye on this. Around the Bahamas, the models may not have it picked up very well, and it's something that we're definitely going to have to watch and see how it interacts with this entire upper level pattern. And as we move forward onto Sunday, more rainfall on the way. And Sunday evening into Monday is looking to be a very, very wet day. Again, here's our Bahama connection. Here's our strong disturbance. And of course, here's our heavy rainfall. So as you can see, we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of rainfall over the next 3 days. That unfortunately is not going to make for a very pretty weekend. Our upper level low finally starts to kick out early next week. We're going to still deal with scattered showers on Monday and Tuesday, but then Wednesday and Thursday we start to dry out. And Friday, high pressure's in control with very, very comfortable and pleasant weather conditions. So this weekend might be lost with a lot of rain. So stay in, play some Monopoly, go to the movies, maybe visit the mall, because clearly outdoor activities are going to be hampered a bit this weekend. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent weekend. Enjoy the weather.